Thanks to all the wonderful Aptera investors, my fellow Aptera reservation holders, and our Aptera curious friends for tuning in again. In this video, I'm going to recap week 35 of Aptera's Accelerator Program, which ran from September 22nd to the 28th. My numbers are based on the September 29th, 11:07 a.m. update. Nothing I say in this video should be considered investment advice. I am not an accountant or a financial advisor. Please do your own research before investing, and investing, especially in a pre-production startup company, is very risky. Aptera is still looking for a large-scale investment for an institutional investor or a significant grant to start production. Aptera's total raised from crowdfunding is now over $23.64 million between Republic and the Accelerator Program. Republic reports a decrease from last week of over $3,700 to $1,514,582 raised, but added 8 new investors. The Accelerator Program did have a strong week 35. We saw an increase of investments of almost $222,000 last week, which was a drop of about $70,000 from week 34. This brings the Accelerator Program's total to just over $22.1 million raised so far, and about $3 million short of the $25 million. Even though the total invested was less than last week, there was a lot of activity in multiple weeks. Week 35 had a strong start with new investments of about $88,000. Week 34 investors brought in the second most with just over $31,000 added. The rest of the weeks averaged around $11,500. Week 35 added a solid number of new investors with 15. The trend for the last 3 weeks has been going down and will likely continue until we get some significant news of the production intent vehicles. Most of the new investors were added in the last 2 weeks, as to be expected. Week 35 added half of the investors with 7 new investors. It is interesting that investments stopped on the 24th, as usually there is a rush of investments at the end of the week. Week 34 added 3 investors. Strangely enough, week 3 added a new investor for the second week in a row. This means week 35 brings the total number of investors to 1,444, leaving only 556 vehicle spots left. Aptera now added 4 prior investors for a total of 791, and more than doubled that with 10 new investors for a new total of 653. This was not enough to shift the balance, so we still have 45% of the investors being new to Aptera. With the growth of new investors consistently outpacing prior investors, it is really making it possible that new investors could make up 50% of the investments raised through the program. New investors are now at 48% of the total raised. New investors increased their total to over $10.67 million, but prior investors still have a healthy lead with $11.46 million raised. Week 34 had an average investment of $12,559.50, but with the number of people added to their prior investments, the program's overall average only dropped $5.38 to reach a new total of $15,322.73. If this average holds for the rest of the program, the Accelerator Program should net around $30 million. For the second week in a row, there were no changes to the top 15 Accelerator investors, and for the 6th week in a row, there was no change to the top 15 vehicle spots leaders. Thanks again for watching. Please subscribe, comment, hit the notification bell, like and share to help our channel grow. And below you'll find links to our website, Evolv-Electric.org, our Twitter and Instagram